Hello, good people. It's Earth Mother D, back with another reading. So y'all know the deal. If I don't already have a pre-planned topic, I am just going to allow the ancestors to just tell me what they want me to tell y'all. Ooh. Okay, so we got the Page of Wands so far. I'm gonna keep that. Let me say a prayer. I call on the power of the collective ancestors. I ask that you will protect me as I deliver this message. I also ask that you will make the messages very clear for me to understand, and I also ask that you will help me to deliver them to the collective in a way that they can understand. Thank you. All right. So yes, Page of Wands, Page of Wands. Okay, starting with that. Let's pull from the Ancestor Oracle, of course. I've been thinking about making my own cards. I think I will. It's going to be kind of like the same theme of this. It's something like, centered around the ancestors. I don't think I'm going to sell them or anything. I'm just going to make them like for my own personal use, and then I may use them in these videos, right? Okay, so we have the Martyr, sacrifice and self-reflection. She is a very, very pretty girl. Hope you guys can see that. Very, very pretty girl. Okay. Page of Wands. Okay, so this is already interesting. So we have the Page of Wands and then the Martyr. Okay, and the Martyr is also another variation of the Hanged Man. So that's interesting. Let's see here. Should I read the description today? Because I don't always feel like I should read the description. Okay, we're going to read the description today. Alrighty. Alright, so it says, put it all on hold. There is a difference between letting go and giving up. You are feeling trapped, stagnant, or stuck in this moment of uncertainty. The solution is to let go. But how, right? Well, healthy sacrifices may be necessary. It may not seem like it, but when you look back, it would all make sense. What if you did the opposite of what you're doing right now? Everything that you are trying to fix externally needs to be remedied internally. T. Let me read that again. Everything that you are trying to fix externally needs to be remedied internally. Oh my God. You may prepare for a new project, but it's not the best time to start. As late great ancestor Dr. Wayne W. Dyer used to say, when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. Facts. Okay, for the ancestral memory, it says, great ancestress Sarah La Kali was an Egyptian prophetess and the patron saint of the Romani. Oral history says that Saintty Sarah had the highest divine lineage as the daughter of Jesus of Nazareth and Mary Magdalene. Okay. For your ancestor medicine, it says you are not being punished, although it feels like it. Wait, take a moment to reflect. This is a luxury that many of your predecessors did not have, my child. And like as I was saying, the tarot correspondence is the Hangman. And the declaration is, I surrender all and trust. Okay. So with this Page of Wands being paired with this Martyr card, which is also the Hangman, I'm getting that somebody is hesitant to... that's interesting because the card literally said the opposite. So I'm getting that somebody is hesitant to start something new. Oh, no. Okay. No, okay. So you want to start something new. Like the card was saying. Okay. Okay, yeah. You want to start something new. You want to start something, or you want to be doing something. Like you're trying to achieve something in the moment, but you're being called to be still. And that is very, very fucking hard for whatever reason. Like all of you have your different reasons, but that is very hard for you to do. It's interesting because the Hangman card, a lot of times, like the original one, represents somebody kind of being in their own way and like being hesitant to start something or to do something. But this card is like the opposite. It's saying, we need you to pause. Even though you have the enlightenment, you have the clarity. Well, you think you have the clarity. Clearly, there's something else that you need to see because that's what they're telling you to stop or to pause. But it's like, yeah, for some of you, it's like you're just, it's almost like you're moving like a robot. Like you're kind of just going and going and going and you're not really thinking. Something is driving you. What is, okay. Fear. Okay, it's mostly fear. Fear of what though? Oh, okay. I heard fear of failure. Um, Fear of not being good enough, or oh, okay. So fear of if you stop whatever this is that you're doing, where you just kind of just been going like the Energizer Bunny. Fear of if you stop that, how that'll make you look to like the people around you, your circle, right? Yeah. Okay. What? Okay. Yeah, like you desperately need to pause. You desperately need to take a step back. Okay, let's dig deeper into this. Okay, so I have two questions. Okay, the first one we're going to focus on is what are you doing that you need to pause or you need to stop altogether, right? Let's focus on that first. Should I use the T deck? Or yeah, okay. So that's the first question. What are you doing that you need to either pause or stop altogether? Let's focus on that. What are you doing? Oh, shit. Also, I'm also getting that for some of you, it's not that you necessarily need to pause or stop. You need to change your approach. Like you need to do the same thing, but like, or how do I say this? Yeah, you need to change the way that you're approaching something, or you need to change the method that you're using to do something. Ew, some things don't came out. Okay. Wow. All of these were supposed to come out? It's a lot of them, but okay. If y'all seen my previous videos, y'all know that when I use this specific deck, the What's the Tea deck, it's like a lot of them will come out at once, and it's almost like I'm doing like speed reading because each of the cards have like a little mini reading, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But okay. So the question was, what are you doing that you either need to stop or pause? Okay, so first we have marrying for money. Yeah, okay. From this, I'm getting, okay, so this is definitely a stop. This isn't a pause. From this, I'm getting that you need to stop basing your worth off of material things and like money, right? Hmm. Some of you literally may be marrying for money, or at least that's what you've been told you should do. Maybe that's like normal in your culture. Maybe that's just how you grew up. Like your parents taught you that this is what you should do. But some of you are not with that. Some of you are actually the people who actually don't really care about the material things. You don't really care about the money because you understand that just because somebody has money doesn't mean that they're a good person, doesn't mean that they have high self-worth, high confidence. It doesn't even really mean that they have complete value. Like clearly they have value when it comes to money, but like that's it, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that they have value in these other ways. And for some of you, you want something deeper. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of you come from like families where this is the norm, where you marry for money, status, material things, and the marriage isn't based off love at all. Okay. It's a very, very empty. It's a very empty situation. And a lot of times in these situations, people are they're trading their well-being and their happiness for real, for like money, status, security. Hmm. Wait. Okay. Hmm. Something is coming to me, but I'm trying to figure out how to word it. Okay, there we go. Some of you are not straight. Okay? Just gonna put it out there. Okay? So whether you're a male, female, man, woman, whatever, you're not straight. Right? But in your culture and when it comes to your family, they're not very accepting of people who aren't straight, right? Because they have this very traditional, oh, you get married, you have kids, you know, this beautiful American family or whatever. Hmm. Okay. Wow. I feel like I can go on for a while with this card. Some things are coming. Yeah, that's not what you want. You don't want to marry, if you're a man, you don't want to marry a woman. If you're a woman, you don't want to marry a man because that's not what you're into, right? Like, or you don't, yeah, you don't want to marry somebody that you're not into, like, because you're not straight. Okay. Huh. Yeah, a lot of you you're very untraditional, but you grew up in these very traditional environments. But yeah, it's time for you to break free because you're not going to be happy. Oh, it's going deeper. Okay. It's not even just about like the relationships and marrying people, and it's about like the type of job you work, the type of work that you do in general. Like a lot of y'all don't want these like corporate jobs. Um, like you want to more so be doing like passion work. Work that may not pay as much money, but it pays you mentally and spiritually. And I actually made a video about this. I may insert it, but it's on my Instagram. I'll put that in the description below. But yeah, you don't want to walk the wide path. Like that just does not make you happy. You don't want to do the traditional shit. You don't want to do the conventional shit. You actually are very unconventional. Even if nobody around you really knows it, you know it. Okay? And of course they wouldn't know because you've had to hide yourself because you know that they're not going to accept you. But it's time to break free. That's the main message from this card. It's time to break free, to be exactly who you are. And that is, so for some of you, yeah, this, like I said, this was a stop. This wasn't a pause. This was a stop. Yeah. It's time for you to stop walking this traditional path because that is not who you truly are. That is not who you really, what you really want. Okay. All right. So next we have Into You. Good chemistry, great vibes, pure intentions. Is this a pause or a stop? This is a stop too. Okay, this is a stop. All right, let's see. What is this? Okay, so this goes back to, this is actually connected to the other card, the marrying for money. So this is representing you needing to stop associating, once again, your worth with material things, how much money you have, what you can give, what you can do materially for somebody romantically speaking. A lot of you have been associating your worth with that. Like you feel like you're not worthy of romantic love because you don't have certain material things, because you don't have a certain amount of money. And that's blocking you. It's creating a blockage in your love life. It is. It is. And I know that can be hard, especially for men. It can be hard. I get that. I get that. But I just feel like this is, I feel like as long as, you know, you got your basics needs met, you know, do what you do. It's fine. The other stuff is, it's a plus. It's not really a must. As long as the must is covered, you're good, you know? Go enjoy your life. You deserve to be loved and cared for and supported. And you deserve to connect no matter how much money is in your pocket. No matter where you are on your journey, as long as your intentions are pure, right? And you don't seek to hurt anybody or to hurt yourself, that's all that matters. Yeah, so let's get rid of that mindset. Okay, you are worthy. And I'm getting somebody already thinks so. I don't know. Some of y'all may be talking to somebody, or maybe you want to, but you're hesitant because you feel like you gotta have this and have that. You know, this actually isn't even just about money. This is also about like, I'm picking up on like something like emotional or mental, something to do with the emotional, the mental. It's other things outside of money too that you guys are like worried about, and you worried because you don't have it just yet, or you're a work in progress essentially. Oh, there we go. That's what it is. You're worried because you're a work in progress that somebody will not like if you want to date somebody, they won't accept you. And honestly, if they don't, then that person isn't for you. There's somebody out there for you. There is. As long as, like I said, as long as you have good intention, as long as you are actively working on yourself, you handling your business, you're fine. And honestly, if it's somebody who only values how much money you have or your material things, do you really want to be with somebody like that? You really gotta take the time to think about that. You're worried that because you don't have that, or because you're working on yourself, emotionally and mentally speaking, spiritually speaking, or because you've been through trauma, right? And you're worried about like looking broken, or like just like, you know, you're worried about being unlovable, like somebody won't accept you, like just because like the things you went through in your past. You're worried about all that, right? But let's just think about if you actually do run into somebody like that. Do you really want that? You don't. So what that mean? You don't talk to people like that. You talk to the people who are in alignment with what you want, what you're looking for. The people who are actually going to be able to accept you for who you are. Okay? All right. We're moving on to fake accounts. Let's see here. It says, lurking on your socials, hidden identity, can't stop watching you. Oh, it's so funny how this shit is coming to me immediately, because these are all lessons and all messages that have come to me like throughout the week, before this week, just over time. So it's like they're kind of just telling me like, hey, you know, we already told you this, so just share it. Just relay the message. Okay, so this fake accounts one is interesting. This is you, or some of you anyway. You're not, wait, hold on. Is that what that is? Okay, yeah. You're not showing up as your full self on social media for some reason. For all of you, that's going to be something different. So if that is resonating, if you know, when I just said that, if it kind of touched something in you, you want to take the time to be like, okay, and sit with yourself and be like, okay, what is it? Why am I hiding? Why am I deciding to not post that? Why am I only posting so only these people can see? You know, why am I like picking and choosing? Like, what is it, right? Okay. Why are you afraid to show up as your full self on social media? Hmm. Yeah. But that also goes for like in person too. Because I mean, this is saying like social media, but it's in general like, why are you hiding certain parts of yourself? Like, I get in certain situations that maybe it's best to do that because you know that people won't understand you. Like, you know this for sure. You're certain of it. Cool. Understandable. But what's your excuse when that's not the case? Uh huh. Yeah. Think about that. All right. And lastly, we have rejected, ghosted hard, ignored, and erased. I knew immediately what this meant too, because like I said, I received these messages already earlier in the week. This one in particular, I was hanging out with a friend and we were pulling cards. We were pulling oracle cards. And one of the cards said, "You ghost your dreams." So that's what this is. This is you rejecting yourself, your dreams, your goals, ghosting yourself, your dreams, your goals, trying to erase certain parts of you that people aren't comfortable with so that you can be accepted and you can be loved. Trying to water yourself down. Yeah, you can't live life like that, baby. I'm not even gonna hold you. You can't. You will never be happy. And then you gonna end up uh projecting that. I'm just looking at these people walking. Okay. You're gonna end up projecting that onto like people in your life. And it's not gonna be a good time. You're gonna end up becoming a hater. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Because you're not being your true self. A lot of people who are haters, that's why they're haters, because they're not being who they really want to be. And they hating on the next person because that person is. That person is living freely. They're being their authentic self. Yeah, it's like you keep abandoning yourself for something. Of course, that's going to be different for everybody. So like I said before, take the time to sit with yourself and think about that. Also, of course, you can book a reading with me and we can look deeper into your specific situation. Mm. You are so worthy. Oh my God. I want you to be exactly who you are. I want that for you so bad. Please. And you know what? I'm talking to me too, okay? Don't get it twisted. I tell y'all all the time, like when I'm doing these messages, a lot of times when I relay messages to y'all, like I was saying earlier, I receive it first for myself and then I'm either told to share it or I just feel like I want to. I'm like, okay, I'm comfortable with sharing this, so I relay it. But yeah, we in this together because I'm going through similar things myself. I want that for us. I do. I really want that for us. We all deserve to be free and to feel seen and loved and supported as our authentic selves and to be understood. Oh my God, to be understood. Okay, yes, it's starting to make a little bit more sense now to why this martyr card came out, because the main theme of that card was like pausing and reflecting. Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot. Okay, my camera stopped. But yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of reflecting to do. So yes, it's going to require you to pause. You can't reflect without pausing, without taking a moment, without sitting in silence and just taking the time to just think. If you just continue on whatever it is that you're doing that's essentially in the way, then yeah, you never have that time to reflect, and you never get the clarity you need. Because you could want something so bad and you don't even know why you want it. You could want something so bad, you could be pursuing something, and that very thing is a blockage for you. And you can't even see that because you just... Y'all ever seen, well, if you have seen Inside Out, okay, the second one, there was that scene where the anxiety character, she was like wigging out. It was like towards the end of the movie. So much to the point where like the anxiety was having anxiety. Like she was anxiety, but she was having anxiety. Like that, if you know what I mean, I feel like y'all can look it up. I don't know if I can put it in a video because that might be copyright. But try to look it up. But it was like she was like moving so fast where like it was almost like she kind of got stuck. It's like she was moving, but at the same time she was stuck. That's the best way I can describe. Like you really have to see it to know what I mean. And she was so focused, and the whole point of anxiety in the movie was she wanted to protect the girl. That's what it was. The anxiety wasn't a bad character. She wanted to protect the girl. So anxiety was so focused on protecting the girl. She was just going and going and going that anxiety, it couldn't see that it was actually harming her. Okay? So it's that same type of vibe with some of y'all. You're so busy just going and going and going, and something is driving you that is very unhealthy. You got to stop, and you got to stop that, and you got to pause so you can see what that is and what you need to be doing instead. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to pull from the Goddess Oracle. I'm going to pull from that. That may be it after I pull this card. I feel like I pretty much said what I needed to say, but let's pull one more card. Any last words? Oh, girl, not y'all gave me two. Okay. Okay. 2. Period. She's cute. Ooh. We have shame here too. That's resonating because some of you are definitely dealing with a lot of shame. Because people have convinced you that you should be ashamed of who you are. And on the top, we have radical rebirth. Once you work through the shame, so the shame, I think that's interesting. The shame card is on the bottom, right? And all the cards in between is representing you working through that shame, right? And once you work through that shame, then you have, or you will become essentially, let me see if I can get that to focus for y'all. Because like, let me see. Come on. Focus for me. Focus for me. Oh gosh, she's so beautiful. I want this to focus for y'all so y'all can see her. I don't know why it's not. Girl, focus. Okay, I think y'all can kind of see it. But yeah, she's that girl, as you can see. And this card says radical rebirth, okay? Once you work through the shame and like those other things that you got going on that's holding you back, you will be able to be your authentic self. That's what this card represents. You being your authentic self, you standing in that and being proud Not shameful, proud. Okay. All right. So, but we also have speak up, and we have miracles. All right. So, speak up. All right. So it says, Goddess of Speaking Up. Mami Kuba Bang. Mami Kuba Bang protects the mouth of the Senegal River. When making an offering to her, you must not speak to anyone else coming or going. Sing for her, chant for her, call to her, give Goddess Kumba your voice and she'll be happy. Speak up, speak out, speak on it. You have the right to be heard. Okay? And then it says, you are betraying yourself by not speaking up. Your words have power. Own your voice. As the old saying goes, stand up for something or fall for anything. Period. Period. Being neutral is not an option. Period. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. This is bringing everything together that we have literally been discussing. Okay. Being neutral is not an option. When you stand firmly in your truth, you have thoughts, opinions, beliefs, and convictions. What do you stand for? Tell someone today. I reclaim my, and the goddess declaration is, I reclaim my voice, I speak out, and I speak up. Period. All right. And then we have miracles. All right. Her name is, I think it's Aizan. I hope I'm saying that right. All right. So she is the Mambo priestess. It says she is the wise Haitian Iwa deity. Oh, okay, I see. She is the wise Haitian Iwa, queen of the market, riches, and sacred initiations. Respect her as the highly venerated spirit for the first priestess. Oh, okay. You are a magnet for miracles. You are a miracle. What if you truly allowed yourself to believe? All things are possible. Dare to dream bigger. You claim you want miracles, but you take an I'll believe it when I see it approach. What if you'll see it after you believe it? Believe that you deserve to be, do, have. Oh, wait. No, it says believe that you deserve to be, do, have the world you want for yourself. You can be your true self. Do what awakens your soul. Have your desires. This is life's miracle. If you haven't witnessed your miracle yet today, ask for it and allow it in. And the goddess declaration is, my life is full of miracles. Literally, those two cards pulled the entire reading together. It's just, that was perfect. It was perfect. Wow. Okay, so that is the reading. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you liked this video, please leave it a like. If you have something to say about this video, please comment. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Also, if you are interested in a personal reading, the details on how to book that are in the description below. I will see y'all next time.